What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So as you guys read in the title of today's video, I just wanted to go over the top stocks that I'm watching in the first week of September in 2018. We want to start off the month on a strong note, so I'm just going to be going over the stocks that I'm watching, what I'm looking to trade, and then just a market update on what has been going on in the markets. And for those of you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So if that's something that you're interested in, guys, if you want to learn more about the stock market, investing and trading, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join the two groups we have down below, both the Discord group chat as well as the Facebook group chat. Both are linked down below in my description. We're talking about stock market trading, investing, entrepreneurship, networking with each other, bouncing ideas off of each other. So make sure you guys get into those groups down below in the description. That's where they are linked. So let's just hop right into the topic of today's video, and we're going to go through these stocks rapid fire today because I do not want to hold you guys too long. So the first one we're going to be talking about is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. So this has been one of the hottest stocks in the stock market over the past couple of months, guys. We saw mid March right here. We could see right in the middle of March, it went from $9, right? And today, this past week or a couple of weeks back, it topped off at $27. So Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, has almost tripled its value in the past couple of months, right? So this one is on an insane uptrending pattern over time, right? And this is something that we look at when we look at swing trades to potentially put our money in. So we saw the big pullback from $27 down to about $24. And what we notice here, guys, is that AMD has been consolidating on the EMA line over the past couple of trading days. So this is a good sign that, AMD pulled back, which we see that, right? That's very clear, from $27 down to about $24. And now it's slowly recovering at about $24, $25. So this is a good sign that AMD has found its bottom. It's slowly consolidating. So what we're going to be waiting for here is a little pop-up, which is slowly starting to do, because we see on this past trading day on Friday that AMD has been slowly starting to pop up, right? We saw from $24.75, it closed at about $25.24. So it's slowly starting to pop up, and what I'm going to be waiting for is that pop up and that confirmation of the uptrend, possibly at about $25.50 before I put money into AMD. And for those of you guys that don't know, I'm actually in AMD with my $500 Robinhood account challenge, which is, a small account challenge that I've been doing over the past 2 weeks, showing you guys that it's very possible to grow a small account by trading in the stock market. So make sure you stay tuned for the next episode of that, which is coming out this Tuesday, episode number 3. So I'm in AMD with that small account. I'm planning on selling at about $26.50. I have a limit order on that account, and I plan on cut losses anywhere under $24 on that particular account. So that's the first stock that I'm watching, AMD. Now let's talk about UGAS, which is an ETF that I'm watching now, and this is a natural gas-based ETF. Its inverse being DGAS. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about these. I've been talking about them a bunch on my channel over the past couple of months, but for those of you guys that do not know, /NG or natural gas, whenever natural gas is going up in price, UGAS is going up in price. And we see with natural gas here, guys, I was able to profit on DGAS as natural gas broke below this $2.90 support level. As we can see here, it was trading horizontally between $2.90 and about $2.96. And then once we broke below that support level, I was able to profit on DGAS from $2.90 pretty much down to about $2.85, right? And then once we saw the consolidation on the SMA line and the slow break above the EMA line, as we can see here, right? Very clear. We saw the consolidation here, then the pop above the EMA line. I was like, okay, natural gas is slowly starting to reverse, and this is pretty much confirming that natural gas is still on the uptrending pattern, right? We can see that as I drew it out on the trend line here, and that just gave me reason to switch my focuses over to UGAS, which is the bull ETF, meaning whenever natural gas is going up, UGAS is going up in price too. So now we see natural gas is pushing up in price. So what I want to see now before I put money into UGAS is a little pullback in natural gas, because we do see a bunch of green candlesticks here. So I am going to be waiting for a little pullback here so I can get the best possible entry point on UGAS, right? So I want to see a little pullback, bounce on the EMA, and a continuous push up, and ideally a break above this 50-day SMA indicator as well before I put even more money into UGAS. And how this correlates over to UGAS is pretty much the same exact chart. We see UGAS is on an uptrending pattern, making higher highs. We saw the channel was trading in between about $64 and $68. It broke below that channel, and that's when we were able to profit on DGAS, like I said a little bit earlier. And we saw the bounce on the 180 SMA, and now the slow trend above the EMA, with the next resistance point being right around here on this 50-day SMA indicator. So again, I want to see a little pullback, bounce on the EMA here, and a break above the SMA indicator, this green 50-day SMA indicator. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of UGAS and in terms of AMD. So another one I want to talk about was Urban Outfitters, ticker symbol URBN. And a lot of people have been talking about this one in my Facebook group as well as my Discord chat. Again, link down below in my description. But this one, guys, it's on a horizontal pattern, right? We can see that right off the bat. Over the past couple of months, and I drew this out, based on these trend lines here, we see over the past couple of months, very solid support level at about $44.50 up to about $45, with a very solid resistance point at about $49, right? And what we noticed with Urban Outfitters here, guys, is that it's been consolidating at that same support level at $45, and now it's slowly popping above the EMA line. It already popped above the 180 SMA, but now the next resistance point that we see here is this 50-day SMA indicator. So, this one's attractive in my personal opinion due to the horizontal pattern. And if it's able to break above this 50-day SMA indicator, pull back a little bit and bounce on it again and continue the uptrending pattern, I believe this one will be a nice entry point for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And that's why I have an alert set here for $46.70 or 75 cents rather, because that's where, that's right around where it would break above the 50-day SMA indicator. And I want Think or Swim to notify me exactly when that does happen. So, this one is not the most potential for profit trade that I'm going to be talking about in today's video, but it is one of the safer trades in my personal opinion due to the the very solid support and the very solid resistance on this particular stock, right? And it's been trading between these 2 points over the past couple of months. So, this one more safe in my personal opinion, and it offers about 3 to 5% potential for profit. So let's say we get in at about $47. Let's say we wait for the confirmation, we wait for the bounce above the 50-day SMA indicator, and then we ride it up to previous resistance points at about $49. And it did pop up to $53, but that's just one time. And we really want to just focus on resistance points where it's gotten up to in the past a couple of times, right? And at $49, that offers about 4% potential for profit at the most, right? With about 2 to 3 if you want to just capture some of that, right? And this is a more conservative trade. And for those of you guys that don't know, I'm more of a conservative trader. I don't really like going for the crazy trades that a bunch of people trade, like the penny stocks, the very low price stocks that can move 15 to 20% in a day, because people don't realize that you can lose 10 to 15% in a day on those particular stocks. So I like focusing on stocks that aren't too volatile, right? And Urban Outfitters, ticker symbol URBN, does fit that, fit that criteria. So this one, guys, again, set an alert on 46.75, waiting for the break above this 50-day SMA and a bounce on that SMA and a continuous uptrending pattern before I consider putting money into Urban Outfitters, ticker symbol URBN. So another one I want to talk about today was Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. So Shopify, guys, very nice stock in terms of the technical analysis, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that. So over the long-term chart here, Shopify has been on an uptrending pattern, creating higher highs, right? Creating higher lows. Very nice in terms of the technical analysis. And I like buying in terms of my swing trades. I like buying in at the dips and then profiting on the way up, right? That's the ideal situation for me. So we see Shopify has a very solid support here at about $135. We can draw that out right here for you guys. It dipped a little bit below there, but for the most part, it was at about $135. And what we noticed from this point, guys, is that, okay, support here once, twice, confirmed it there, confirmed it here again. But what we noticed from there is that it's been uptrending above the EMA. It broke above the 50-day SMA. So this one is slowly starting to reverse. So what I'm going to be waiting for and looking to see with Shopify, and this one, guys, it might take a little bit more in terms of days because it's kind of far from the 180 SMA. But what I'm going to be waiting for in particular is, a bounce on this EMA and a push up towards the 180 SMA, ideally breaking above this 180-day SMA indicator, because over the past couple of weeks, Shopify has been kind of on a bearish pattern, right? We saw it hit here at 152, and then it pushed down a little bit more. It peaked a little bit below the support level at about 132, so it is kind of, pushing down in price. It's making a little bit of higher or lower highs, right? Because here, 153, the next high is at about 145. So I ideally want to see a pop here, above the 180 SMA and above this $150 to $152 resistance point before I do put money into Shopify. But it is worth watching, and that's why I do have it in my watch list here. And, it is worth keeping an eye on over the next couple of weeks, ideally like 1 to 2 to 3 weeks. That's when I do believe that Shopify could potentially break above this 180-day SMA indicator. And, let's say we wait until about $152 to get into Shopify. This one does have some good potential for profit from about 152 up to about previous resistance points. That offers about 14% potential for profit, and that's very solid, guys. And if it does continue the uptrending pattern of making higher highs, obviously it could break above 176, possibly go to 180 and above, right? So that's something that we're going to be watching very closely with Shopify, and I'm going to set an alert right here for you guys at about $153.50. Let me just quickly make that alert. 150, actually let's just round it to 153, is at or above $153, and I'm going to be watching that very closely because also we see here there's a resistance point at about 153. So it got rejected there here in the past, right here in the past as well. Then it shot down. So that's a key resistance point in my opinion for Shopify to continue to push up to make higher highs, right? So I'm going to be watching Shopify very closely, and especially for a break above the $153 resistance point that we have drawn out here. So another one I wanted to talk about was Micron, ticker symbol MU. So right off the bat, when we're looking at this chart, guys, we can see a very clear support at about $45 and a very clear resistance at about $63, $64, right? And we noticed that Micron had an insane sell-off over the past couple of months, right? Making lower highs, it was pushing down in price. And we noticed that it was kind of in this wedge pattern that I have drawn out here, right? We noticed that very, very clearly, right? And now that we notice that Micron bounced on the support level at $45, it's been slowly pushing and reversing in price. It's been uptrending in its price. It broke above the EMA, broke above the 50-day SMA, and the EMA has been acting as a support level, which is a very good sign that Micron is reversing. But now that we're noticing it's getting closer to this 180-day SMA indicator, this is a very solid resistance point for Micron. It's been having trouble breaking above it over the past couple of trading days, and it's slowly breaking above it now, right? The past 2 trading days. But what I really want to see is that full-fledged confirmation above the 180-day SMA indicator, right? And then a bounce on that 180 SMA indicator and a continuous push up in price. And that's exactly why I have an alert here set at $54.50, because I want to see, again, the break above the 180, a bounce on the 180, and then a push up. So at about $54.50, I do believe that's a good, price estimate of where this could potentially happen, right? And nothing in the stock market is guaranteed, but, that's why I have set the alert there at $54.50 with Micron, ticker symbol MU. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of Micron. Another one I wanted to talk about was Tesla. Very quickly, ticker symbol TSLA. And Tesla, guys, it's been on a downtrending pattern, right? Clearly downtrending right now. I'm not really looking to invest in Tesla unless it does bounce here on the $290 support level that we've seen it bounce in the past, right? We've seen it bounce here once, twice. So now that it's pulling back in price, now that it's downtrending, I'm going to be watching Tesla very closely, keeping my eyes on Tesla, seeing whether or not it's going to push into the 290s on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday heading into next week, and seeing whether or not it's going to consolidate at this previous support level. And let's say it does, guys, right? Let's say it consolidates here, slowly starts to push back up, breaks above the EMA, breaks above the 50-day SMA. That could be a good, potential swing trade with Tesla. But let's say it breaks below the support level at 290 and starts to push back down into the 280s, right? I'm not going to be looking to trade Tesla, because that's just going to be a confirmation that Tesla is just continuing its downtrending pattern. And, why would I want to trade something that is not confirmed and reversed in price yet? So, that's what I'm looking at in terms of Tesla, keeping my eyes on it. And, I feel like it's worth having Tesla in my watch list. And, let's just quickly change the alert up on this one. Let's put it down. Let's say break or above $305. Let's just keep it around 305. All right, that's a good alert point for Tesla in my opinion. So let's talk about one more before I do send you guys on your way, and that one I'm going to be talking about is Gush, ticker symbol GUSH. This is an oil and gas based ETF. We've been trading this one over the past couple of weeks as well, and right off the bat we like Gush due to the uptrending pattern that it's on, and due to the nice pullback in its price that we've seen. And for those of you guys that do not know, Gush trades based upon XOP, this oil and gas based ETF, and whenever XOP is going up in price, Gush is going up in price as well. And whenever crude oil is going up in price /CL, that's pushing up XOP, which in turn is pushing up Gush. And we've noticed that crude oil /CL has been on a nice bull run over the past couple of trading weeks, right? And this is a very good sign that crude oil obviously is pushing up in price, which in turn is going to be pushing up XOP, like I said. And this is a good sign to be trading Gush, in my personal opinion. And we've seen crude oil, it's been pushing up, it's trading above all the indicators. The EMA is acting as a support level, right? We're seeing healthy pullbacks, bounces on the EMA, and that's a very healthy sign in crude oil that it's going to continue this uptrending pattern. But let's say crude oil, reverses and starts to push back down in price. That's not going to be too good of a thing for Gush or XOP, right? So let's look back over here to Gush very quickly. And why I like Gush is because it's been trending above or trading above the EMA line, and the EMA line has been acting as a very solid support level. But what we do notice here, guys, is that the SMA, the 180-day SMA, has been acting as a resistance point for this ETF over the past couple of trading days. So ideally what I want to see here, guys, is a pop above this 180-day SMA for this one to continue the uptrending pattern that it's on. And I've been trading this one in my Robinhood account, and I took my profits at about $37.80, I believe. Again, I'm going to update you guys on that video on Tuesday, on this trade on Tuesday, right? But and I'm in this one with my bigger account with an average position of about $33. So for me to put more money into Gush, and for me to keep my position active in this particular ETF in my bigger account, I want to ideally see a break above the 180 SMA, and the continue uptrend movement in this particular ETF. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys found value in this video, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and again, join the Facebook group as well as the Discord group. Both of those are linked down below in my description. We're talking about stocks, trading, entrepreneurship, investing in the stock market, networking with each other, other, bouncing ideas off of each other. So make sure you guys get into both of those groups. We're active in those groups every single day. So make sure you do your own research again before trading or doing any type of investments in the stock market. Do not buy or sell based off of my opinion, because you want to become a self-sufficient trader. And buying off someone else's opinion and selling off of someone else's opinion, you're pretty much just relying on other people to make your trades for you, and that's not how you're going to become self-sufficient and successful in the stock market for the long run. And that's the whole entire goal of this channel and me bringing you guys daily content. So feel free to drop a like if you found value in this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great week. Peace.